Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this unit study to come out and it just got released, I think last week. It is the life skills unit from Gather Round Homeschool. Now I'm going to do a lot of like digital showing one of these areas because I do have it all printed. I have my teacher guide and I have my kids guides as well, but I'm filming another video explaining how I print, bind, organize our Gather Round units. So I'm going to film that video this weekend, so that is why I don't have them all ready to show you guys, but I did want to share this unit study with you guys because it's so exciting. All right, so we've used Gather Round curriculum a few times now. We've used a few of their units. We use them as like standalone units, not as like our core curriculum. So I don't know when we're going to start using this unit. I haven't decided. I haven't planned it out yet. I was kind of waiting for my kids to start like their co-op classes and kind of readjust some of our stuff for that. But I do think we're going to be using the life skills one sooner rather than later. This time around, I bought the digital copy from Gather Round. If you just buy one age level, so if you're new to Gather Round, they make family style units. There's one teacher's guide, but then I want to say there's like 5 different levels of ages. There's pre-reader, which is like pre-K, kindergarten, beginner reader, I think, which is probably kindergarten to first grade, early elementary, upper elementary, I'm totally not saying these right, middle school, high school, that's what I'm gonna go with. Anyways, I think you get the gist of it. There's different levels. If you buy, so there's like a bundle where you get the teacher's guide and you get access to all age levels. So if you have various age kids, that's your best option, right? Because you just get access to all of them. You can use it at different years with different age kids. Well, I know right now I'm not going to be using this with my youngest, my pre-K-er, but I do want to use it with my 2 daughters. I have a 3rd and 5th grader. What I decided to do, just to save a little bit of money and just kind of see how it works, is I just bought the one age level bundle, which you get the teacher's guide and then you get one age level. So I chose upper elementary for my 3rd and 5th grader. I probably could have done early elementary and been okay too, but I decided to do upper elementary just to push them, I guess, a little bit more. My 5th grader's been doing the upper elementary courses from Gather Round and she's been fine. So I decided to do that. It's only like $19, $19.95 when you do that, versus I want to say like $50. But you know, I might regret that in a couple years when maybe I want to repeat this with my youngest and maybe when my kids are older and I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and buy it again. But you live and you learn, right? So here we are. Oh my gosh, I'm so silly. I think I was right. I was right. It's right here, all the different age levels. I was pretty close, guys. Anyways, so let's talk about what is in this course. So I'm not gonna do like a super in-depth like how Gather Round works. If you want a more like just Gather Round video, I'll make it, but I'm talking specifically about this life skills course. Regardless if you've ever used Gather Round or not, I think you could just jump into this course and use it. So there are 20 lessons in this course, and I'm gonna go over the different lessons. Number 1 is just introduction to life skills. Lesson 2 is executive functioning. Lesson 3 is kitchen appliances and safety. Lesson 4 is preparing food. Lesson 5 is food handling and preservation. Lesson 6 is laundry. 7 is cleaning and organizing. 8 is indoor maintenance, so things around the house that need to be maintained. Lesson 9 is outdoor maintenance. Lesson 10 is emergency preparedness. 11 is safety. 12 is first aid. 13 is all about vehicles. 14 is going on a trip. 15 is getting a job. 16 is personal finance. 17 is tech skills. 18 is etiquette and manners. 19 is communication skills. And 20 is being a responsible citizen. There is so much packed in this. So many topics. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I think Rebecca did, who's the creator of Gather Round, like a live stream, and she's like, there's so much stuff I want to talk about. And like, so I think how she like categorized them, because technically you would think like laundry could be in cleaning and organization, but there's so much to laundry that it needed to be like its own section. I'm so excited. Now, my kids are they're pretty independent kids. They do chores, they do their own laundry, they do dishes, they know how to prepare food. Like, I'm pretty adamant on them of being functioning in like life skills. Like that to me is more important than book work sometimes. So even though I was like, well, my kids like know how to do laundry, but do they understand why they're doing it? Like, they know how to do it from what I've told them, but like, do they understand like the different things that could happen? Like, I didn't give them a lesson on it, right? I said, push this button, put this pot in, there you go. So I'm really excited to get some like structure to the teaching of this. There's stuff that even I'm like really interested. Maybe it's going to give me some better skills with some certain topics. So this is a course your whole family should do together. This is something that you maybe want to bring dad in for as well, especially when we talk about like maintenance, outdoor maintenance, vehicles. And I'm not trying to say like that's only things dads do, but regardless of like the balance in your household with these things, I think your whole family should be involved. This may be a great time after this lesson to incorporate like a chore chart, or determine like what's a chore that earns money versus like what's a chore that's not. Like, my kids don't get paid to clean their rooms because it's their rooms. They don't get paid to do their laundry. They don't get paid to do their dishes because that's not like, it's their own things. They get paid for like jobs that either I would have to do or like we would hire help for, if that makes sense. So like, we normally would pay somebody to come pull our weeds out front. Well, my kids wanted money, so they got the job offer first that they could do it and earn that money. So and that's just my personal thing. I don't know if this lesson gets into any of that, but I think that this is good conversation starters for that. So I think this, I'm so excited for this whole unit. Now, I bought this like right when it came out, and I don't think everything was released yet because I think there are like a couple add-ons. So one of the add-ons is something called a seat work journal. Now, I don't do that with Gather Round because we're not using it as like our main language arts curriculum, and that's what I kind of think it is. It's like a daily like sentence writing, some grammar practice. We don't need that, so I don't buy that, but that's an option. There is a typing workbook now to learn like computer typing skills. So again, that's not something I need, but that is definitely a life skill. So that is an option to add on as well. And then I want to say there is something with learning how to read the Bible. I haven't looked at that yet. However, I will say, from someone who comes from not having like a religious background, I think that's like an important life skill. Whether you're religious or you're secular or whatever you may be, that doesn't mean you shouldn't not understand how to read the Bible. I think that's a life skill. So I don't know, I can't remember if like a portion of that is in this course or if it's like its own separate thing. So maybe I'll update like in the comments if once we get more into it how all that works, but there are those extra add-ons. So right away when your kids are getting introduced to these skills in the teacher's guide, there's like this mobile phone and the first text message on it says, you know, you're adulting when, and there's like all these responses. It's you book your own doctor's appointment, you do your taxes by yourself, going to bed is a reward, not a punishment, you memorize the layout of the grocery store, your idea of a good night is being in bed while the TV remote with the TV by 9 o'clock. So it's a joke, right? Because all your kids are going to be like, oh, you're so boring, like to those things, but then they have hashtag adulting. So I think that that's kind of funny. They're talking about like millennials and Gen Z and becoming an adult. They're bringing technology into it, social media, things like that. So I definitely think this is going to be relatable for kids and parents and a good time. All right, I'm going to pull out one lesson and just explain it for you guys. This is lesson 3. This is kitchen appliances and safety. So this is the teacher's guide. So this is what you as teacher would be reading aloud to your kids. So it starts going over the oven and explains all the functions of an oven. It has oven safety tips. Then we go and talk about the stove. We talk about the microwave. There's a pro tip that goes into like cleaning the microwave. And then it goes into other safety rules, appliances in the kitchen. So like, don't put metal in the toaster to get something out. Don't put wet ingredients on bread before putting it in the toaster. How to like hold knives. Don't put your hand in the blender or the garbage disposal. And like those things seem so common sense, but like, have you really? I have told my kids not to put their hand in the garbage disposal because I want to say that almost happened. But I don't know if I've like specifically said, hey, don't put your hand in the blender. Like it's things that I think we can overlook very easily. And then there's some like more important things that you really need to like, don't put water if there's like oil on fire, like how to do that. So this is so good to me. And this, I feel like we are going to be in our kitchen reading through this, going through everything, quizzing my kids, like, you know, what do you do in this case? So I'm really excited for this. There is a family devotional and then a hands-on activity. So that would be what you do as the teacher. You read through all of that. And then for your kids, and this is upper elementary, right? So the different age levels have probably some different activities that they need to do. But this is what one of their first pages looks like. So it has ovens. It has what kind do you have, what food can be done in here, your stove, draw a picture of it, your kitchen tour, mark off things you have in your house. So again, this is wanting you to go in your kitchen, show your kids these things so they are fully aware of all this stuff. Oh, I didn't print theirs front and back. This one is, this ties in science and social studies. There are some facts about microwaves, the safety of microwaves, understanding wavelengths, some questions and answers that they're going to do. This goes into Bible skills. Okay, so this is what I was talking about with Bible skills. So there is that built into the lessons where they're going to teach your kids some of the skills of reading a Bible. You're going to answer some questions on that. And then this one is, there is also a history lesson of olden days cooking. You walk in your kitchen, turn on the oven, grab your ingredients. It kind of explains like an older kitchen with like actual fire and hot flame, and some questions and extension activity. Hot dogs or marshmallows over the fire. So that's how they used to cook, things like that. I went over a lesson with you guys, but what I want to do is I want to give you more of like a flip through. So I'm going to pop up my computer screen. I'm going to flip through the teacher's guide, just some of the pages so you can kind of get some examples. Then I'll flip to upper elementary. Again, that's the only student book that I purchased. Some of those examples as well. If you have questions, leave them down below in the comments. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoy the flip through. And don't forget, if you're interested how I print, bind, organize, that video should be coming out probably next week. Thanks for watching, guys. Here's the flip through.